Curtis, as you would expect, they're very busy. Before campaigning upstate, Tim Ryan was in town this morning, cheered by canvassers who fanned out on behalf of his regular guy campaign. J.D. Vance was in Columbus with Senator Josh Hawley, a Missouri Republican, and will be with former President Trump on election eve near Dayton. Ohio, one of just a few states where the Senate seat could go either way. He may or may not be an endangered Democrat. We'll find out Tuesday night, unless it's too close to call and we go into overtime. In Mount Lookout today, Tim Ryan, one-time college football quarterback, is calling the political plays late in the final quarter of the midterm, saying his election would show Ohio leading the nation away from extremism.
And when Kennedy said we're going to the moon, the astronauts were from Ohio, right? And now we are in that storyline, guys. We are in that storyline. It's our turn now.
This guy is saying you don't get a turn.
We're going to win on November the 8th, and we're going to win in a big way.
We don't know yet if this Republican will help wash a red wave over the body politic in the coming week, but he talks like it will happen. J.D. Vance, who parlayed his hardscrabble memoir Hillbilly Elegy into a political culture crusade, will rally with former President Donald Trump Monday night at the Vandalia Airport near Dayton.
The rally is going to really inspire our people to make sure to get to the polls if they haven't already. And the message there is just very clear. We need to take the country in another direction. We're not going to do that unless we get out there and vote and throw out the current cast of leadership in Washington, D.C.
Vance believes he will be Ohio's next U.S. Senator. I talked with the sisters, Karen Colleen Maureen, left to right. They're the Democrats' ground game, largest canvas staging area in the state.
And I really do believe that democracy is on the line this year.
Ryan believes he'll attract 10 to 15% of registered Republicans.
The only thing that if you're Vance that you have to be slightly nervous about is the idea that everybody already thinks the races are over in Ohio.
Polling shows it's going to be tight and will turn on Tuesday's turnout right after the Trump appearance.
Call JD and, ask Kisser from the stage in Youngstown like he doesn't respect them.
Vance says Ryan's a phony, talking like a conservative. Ryan told these folks he's going to shock the state.
And he's not going to kiss anyone's rear end. To me, that's Ohio.
Although he says that was a joke.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance believes he'll benefit from Trump's presence in Ohio Monday night, but it's Mitch McConnell's PAC money that's fueling his political tank in the late stages of this race, one that could, depending on how things break in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Arizona, decide which party controls the United States Senate.
They are not mincing words at all on the campaign trail, huh?
Right.
Hey, polls. Everybody sees these polls, and I guess you always have to take them with a fine grain of salt. But people can glean whatever they want from these polls. What are you hearing from folks as they see the polls right now?
Well, most of the polls show it's close. The latest one, however, is not good news for the Ryan camp. 1,000 who are very likely to vote were surveyed just 4 days ago by Emerson College, and that shows Vance with a wider lead now, 51 to 43%. Vance gaining greater support from men. Ryan holding an edge with women, but not seeing that expand. But as you say, you can extrapolate whatever you want from those polls. We'll see what the count is Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. You always have an expert perspective about this. Thanks a lot, John.
Yep.